So the argument as of late has been, is Splatoon 3 really the evolution to the series that everybody seemingly really wants from it, or is it just Splatoon 2.5? What's going on, everybody? I'm Dom from the Game Looters, and if you're familiar with these types of videos, welcome to another review roundup. Today we are splatting up with Splatooning, inking. We're inking our way into the reviews for Splatoon 3. They're officially live, and I waited most of today to actually get this video out to allow some of the scores to really come into Meta Critic to really round out what Splatoon 3 is going to look like. Now that the day has seemingly gone away, Splatoon 3 is currently sitting at a 84, and is currently sitting at that with 48 critic reviews right now. So we're gonna jump in and see if this sequel was deserved, or should it have just been an update? I think we know the answer to that, but regardless, let's jump into it right now. Let's go ahead and jump into the Meta Critic, and we'll go through here. So first and foremost, my friends, we have here the Meta Critic. So right now, like I said, this is sitting at a 84. And what's funny about this is, well, there's 48 critic reviews. What's funny is we have as high as a 100, and if we scroll all the way to the bottom, we have VGC, who gave this a 60. So we're going to look at the worst, the middle, and the best. And of course, as always, to get a Metacritic badge of reviewing, there is some steps involved in it, but there are books. I couldn't tell you what books is to save my life. I have no idea who that is, where they are. I've never heard of them in my life. So we're going to go through this with a fine-tooth comb to really kind of fill out who are the heavy hitters in the review space to really take a look at. So I have to say this. Normally we start at the top, start at the top, go to the bottom, and then we meet up in the middle. But this time, I think we're going to go lowest first. So I really got to dig into this VGC score. So let's go ahead and start off with the VGC score, which I believe stands for, and you guys can correct me, I think it stands for Video Game Chronicle. So what they put here was, well, it's weird to see Nintendo deliver such a safe sequel. There's no denying the continued pool of Splatoon's splotchy skirmishes. Seasoned inklings can dive straight in. Casual dabblers might find it a bit bare. 60. They said nothing though. All right, let's do them some justice here, my friends. Let's go in and let's actually take a look at VGC. I keep having to say that. So Splatoon 3 gives Nintendo's Weirdest World its safest sequel, which, at the end of the day, here's my big problem, immediately, just, reacting to just that one statement. It's, what do you expect? Call of Duty, I think the biggest franchise in the world is Call of Duty. I would say if I go back 8 years ago and play a Call of Duty, and I played the one that's going to come out this December or November, October, it's going to be relatively the same. I feel like Splatoon 3 is the fullest package that you can expect. But let's give it a gander. This is by Matthew Castle. There's nothing quite like a down-to-the-wire turf war crash in Splatoon, and much of the magic dwells in the results screen. Okay. Let's see. Instead of adding one big thing, Splatoon 3 applies spit and polish. I mean, they're perfecting a formula. This is their third game. Salmon Run, the fantastically creepy horde mode ruled over a perpetually unimpressed bear. Now lets you mob precious eggs collective. Okay, so it sounds like that's a good mode there. There's nothing outwardly bad here. In fact, it eventually reaches a sublime crescendo. I hate, and I try to avoid doing this, guys, when I write reviews. I hate when they use these, I'm going to use a big word, abhorrently unnecessary words in their reviews. Just to what? To prove that you got a degree? To prove that you didn't waste your money on a degree? Oh my gosh. Okay. So this is their thing. There's still no other shooter in the series quite like it. Great quality of life improvements across the board. Table turf battles could become a major time sink. They give it a 60 though. Story mode is still 2 stop start to win us over. Nothing here to convert non-believers. I don't think that's the purpose here, though. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think this is here to convert somebody who wasn't a fan of Splatoon. If you tried it and you hated it, it's like Pokemon. You like it or you don't like it. You know? I think this can, in fact, convert new non-believers. My daughter this year is about to start playing it. It is one of the most exciting games of the year. She started playing Splatoon 2 about a week ago just to get ready for this. And she's like, I'm ready to throw this away. I need to go ham in Splatoon 3, which she will this weekend. So, okay. So that is the worst reviews. Let's find a middling one here. Let's find an 80. I think we can all agree that 80 is a very, 8 out of 10 is a good game. Comicbook.com, Digital Trends. So Digital Trends, I tend to go to Digital Trends. They always do a solid here. So at Digital Trends, my friends, they put here, Splatoon 3 is a game that's easy to take for granted. It'll be tempting to write it off as another fun multiplayer game in a crowded sea. And one that costs $60 more than some perfectly playable alternative. What? Who? What alternatives? But what the Switch exclusive does here should be the norm, not the exception. It's a fully formed and carefully constructed game out of the gate that most games don't do. Rather than a good proof of concept that'll live and die by the developer's ability to keep it. It doesn't build out its world after the fact through supplementary YouTube videos. Oh my god. And it doesn't need to pepper in references to other beloved media manufacturer entertainment. Everything you need to enjoy the experience there is on day one, not hiding in development roadmap. This is a huge, huge shot at all the live service games. But the only problem I have with this review, I think this is a solid, this review, like 8 out of 10, absolutely. I think they nailed it here. The one below it, Games Radar. Nintendo's 3-quel has flashes of brilliance everywhere. 8 out of 10 though? Flashes of brilliance, bro. Anyways though. So the only statement that bothers me is it'll be tempting to write it off as another fun multiplayer game in a crowded sea and one that costs $60 more than some perfectly playable alternatives. What other game is like Splatoon? There is no other game like Splatoon. It takes something like this multiplayer shooter and makes it something completely different. What other game are you painting to win and where defeating an enemy in front of you is secondary? What game does the special thing that Splatoon does? Now, I'm not here play Mr. Defender to Splatoon. Overwatch? Fortnite? Apex? What other game does something similar to Splatoon? I can't even name one. I think maybe the closest one would be like an Overwatch, like a hero shooter or something, but nothing does anything similar to Splatoon. I think it stands on a pillar of its own. Maybe it's not perfect, but I think it stands on its own for sure. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. All right, let's look at a really great score. We probably won't look at the 100 because I never heard of Vooks before. I don't want to put my eggs in a basket that I've never heard of. Nintendo's The Washington Post. That one might be good. Nintendo Insider. Let's see how much time. Okay, let's look at the Washington Post, guys. Splatoon 3 doesn't drastically change the formula because it really doesn't need to. Exactly. Its modes are varied and offer truly different experiences that would shine on their own. If you're a newcomer looking to break into the series, you may be a little lost at first, but stick with it. It's an inky mess well worth your time. Look, I mean, like I said, I have a daughter, my friends, okay? I have a daughter, guys, and she's 7. She's not the perfect read. She doesn't, read perfectly. She can, she can read a book, not like a light novel or anything, but she could read a book, and she was able to jump into Splatoon 2. I think Splatoon 2 is just as a messy mess as Splatoon 3 will be. And she was able to jump into that game, and, in 1 week, she's like level B minus or something in ranked, which isn't great, but it's not awful. So it's like, if she can pull that off, and she's 7, I don't think anybody else, if 7's the cutoff here, and even my son, he's 5, he can play Splatoon. If the cutoff is 5 or 7, I think any new person, you'll figure it out. Put your big boy, big girl pants on, you're gonna be all right. All right, my friends, that is the amalgamation of what an 84 looks like on Meta Critic for Splatoon 3. That is the review roundup. I'll be playing it come this Friday on release. I didn't get any kind of review code, unfortunately. I'm not an ambassador or anything as of yet, but I'll be playing it this weekend. So, if you guys want to stop by on Saturday or Sunday or any Saturday or Sunday in the future and come hang out on some Splatoon 3, we'll be streaming it on the channel. So hopefully I'll see you guys there. If not, check out the other videos on screen and we'll see you guys on the next one. Be interested to see you guys' take in the comments below. Peace.